was experiencing the world, and now I feel like the world and the universe experiencing a guy.
When the curtain goes down at the end of the drama, the hero and the villain step out hand in hand, and the audience applaud both. Because they know that the hero role and the villain role are only masks.
As an actor, you play characters, and then if you go deep enough into those characters, you realize that your own character is pretty thin to begin with, you know? And then you suddenly have this separation and go, well, who's Jim Carrey? Oh, he doesn't exist, actually.
That's really what I say.
And at a certain point, I realized, hey, wait a second, you know, if it's so easy to lose Jim Carrey, who the hell is Jim Carrey?
There's just a relative manifestation of consciousness appearing, and then somebody gave him a bunch of ideas. They gave him a name and a religion and a nationality, and he clustered those together into something that's supposed to be a personality. And it doesn't actually exist. And none of that stuff, if you drill down, is real.
And so you see behind the stage, too, there is the green room, where after the play is over and before it begins, the masks are taken off.
Dressing happens, doing hair happens, interviewing happens, and it happens without me, without the idea of a me.
You know, it's really, you know, the fact that we're already enlightened, we're already complete, and it's just realizing that you're complete. Once you realize you're complete, then this life and everything in it becomes a play of form, something to toy with and play with and make something good out of.
It's what's happening right now inside everybody is they're going, who am I? And they're depressed, you know, a lot of people, because they're trying to hold up an image in the world. And that's what depression is. You know, people go like, oh, Jim's been depressed and stuff. Well, yeah, I was depressed when I was trying to be the Wizard of Oz instead of the sweaty guy behind the curtain. But now I know that Oz is a character, you know? Everybody walks around and they go like, why am I depressed? Well, it's because you're trying to be something for the world, you know? And as soon as you let that go, better things happen, because they're just happening. And there's been a series of kind of awakenings I've had in my life, and you know, people chalk it up to depression and all that stuff. I think that, you know, grief and sadness and all those things are the ticket home to nothing. I think that was a part of the process. There's been several other awakenings, and yet still I have a lot of egoic attachments that pull my attention and focus. I think, you know, the right marriage with the right character and the right guy who's going through something is essential.
And so that behind the scene, that is to say, in reality, under the surface, you are all the actor. Marvelously skilled in playing many parts and in getting lost in the mazes of your own minds and the entanglements of your own affairs, as if this were the most urgent thing going. But behind the scenes, in the green room, you always have a very tiny sneaking suspicion that you might not be the you that you think you are.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot as well, especially the bong at the end. Evergrowth! Man, so much money. Man, thank you, Evergrowth. Damn shit song.
By the way, Evergrowth, if you think it's going to be more than $10, right? That's 20 times return of your value. Why are you donating just so little? That means you gave all your cash. Evergrowth. Evergrowth?
Evergrowth.
Evergrowth?
Evergrowth.
I want to say something, by the way,
Yeah.
when I listen. Some guy says Jim Beyond the Click. It's actually fascinating what he's talking about. I never had to go through that. I always knew that the I didn't exist. I never fell into the trap of identity. Because very early on, I was always the observer of my mind and the understanding of it. And even that, I knew it wasn't me. And you know what's fascinating? Jimmy Carrey and Alan Watts and all these people are still looking for the truth. Little do they know that the truth, in essence, is what reality is. The truth just is. And the best way of, being able to come closer to the truth is by just being what you are. Through your understanding. Emotional and reality understanding. Taking actions. Leading by example. All these enlightened people are still struggling. Struggling to find the real essence of life. Which is to be found within life itself. It's not found in your mind and your ideas about enlightenment or whatever the fuck. It's found in, reality itself. Because these people can come and claim whatever they want. If I give them a little pill or a little drug or whatever, they just behave differently. They might claim all this enlightenment like Alan Watts was an alcoholic. He died from it. Not so much of a, a real person to look up to, right? At least me. If I would think like Alan Watts figured it all out, if I would end up being an alcoholic and die from alcohol, I wouldn't find that really like a real, idol to look up to. Maybe he can say some things you can learn from, but at the end of the day, actions speak louder. And that's where Athene comes. I don't fuck around. I achieve shit. My insights are fucking rock solid, and all that shit is child play to me. I figured it out when I was 13 years old. I'm way ahead. And that's why I achieve all this shit. And that's why I will achieve even more. So you guys want a real icon, a real thing to look up to, a real path? This identity shit, that's not what you are. What you are is right now, the stream of consciousness, the feedback loop, the emergent property. And at the end of the day, that's not what life is about. This emergent feedback loop was a consequence, was something that arose because it helped life thrive and evolve. And that's what you are, evolving, moving forward. There's a lot of people, right, that I sometimes see. And I know that my touch of enlightenment, to put it that way, they don't even understand it. And I would even imagine if they go their own path in life, they wouldn't even notice it. They wouldn't even understand what they're missing out on. It's like a dog or a cat. You can go to people and say, would you like to be a dog and a cat? That would really be, having a great owner. They would say like, I would love to. But that's not life to me. To me, life is growing awareness. It's having impact. It's evolving. It's moving forward. It's bigger than me. When you think like, yeah, I don't mind missing out on that, then you choose to be a happy cat or a happy dog. But at the end of the day, is that what life's about? It ain't about that. It's much bigger than that. And it's exactly that journey, that curiosity that can, make you immortal, can bring about technology and make you grow so much. The bottom line of the lesson is, I know better how to spend your fucking money. Give it. Get that purpose.
Yeah! Man, props. Good speech, man.
Did you like that speech?
Good speech. Yeah.
I like the conclusion.
I like it too, man.
The conclusion is the most beautiful thing. I see all these people donating. It's working a little bit.
It's working.
Like that timing, it's all, the fake donations, everything. We orchestrate everything. Before, why do we only stream 3 hours even though we make 3K an hour, around 3K an hour? It's because we prepare everything. We act. We say okay, I'm going to say that. Then that donation come in. Okay, then that donation. We orchestrate everything to squeeze the people that think we're all legit and stuff maximally. But that's the thing. I'm a visionary. I see things. You know what I see? I'm a visionary because I merely see what's right in front of me. That's what you gotta be. In order to be a visionary, you don't have to see things that aren't there. You just gotta see what is right in front of you. And that's what I do. And you guys, a lot of you guys don't do that. Because right now, what's right in front of you is purpose, is big money. And you're missing out. So see what's right in front of you. Take your credit card. Give me your fucking money. Dries. You like that?
Well, there's one mistake in what you said. It's like, give me your fucking money. The money goes to moi. Alright? Okay. Okay. Move on with the show.
I take all out. So if you would like to identify with something, I don't identify with anything. You are what you are, and that's it. Oh! Yeah! Man, holy shit, we should do more of these speeches.
Man, it's so random what works, you know.
Thanks for the
Sometimes this
speech,
works, sometimes
Athene.
that works. Damn!
Enya!
Some Enya. Nice. I like Enya, man.
It's in Lord of the Rings.
Yes, was using Lord of the Rings.
I didn't know that. Oh, but yeah, I know this song, yeah.
Man, so nice.
But when I see these enlightened people, right? Enlightened.
Yeah,
I don't want to even call myself enlightened.
yeah, man. Because these enlightened people, they are merely in a state of liberation from
Yes,
their bullshit.
from their
That's
bullshit.
not the fucking end station.
Damn
That's
straight.
the fucking beginning.
That's the
That's
beginning.
like you can fucking get clarity of mind. Now what you're gonna do? Glorify this liberation for the rest of your life? That's not gonna feel so nice.
Don't
you know?
glorify your perception.
That's not gonna be so consistent.
That's not what it's about.
Yeah, man.
You want to know, like it's really beautiful what you say.
It's really like, okay, I'm gonna glorify this. I'm gonna say this is life. It's the energy. I am the energy. Every day I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna preach this. Okay, here's how your life gonna be. Next day is gonna be like, I'm the energy. Wow. Okay. Next day is gonna be like, I'm the energy. I ain't feeling it today. I ain't feeling the energy. What did I do wrong? Did I lose it? How do I get consistency? It's a vague sort of troubled kind of murky abstract void that you're in, and you might find ways to find a little bit more joy in it than most other people because you're free enough from your bullshit, but it's still this kind of weird aimlessness, and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel this lack of direction, this lack of purpose, because this endless sort of preaching that this liberation is the end, it just doesn't feel right because it's not what it is. It's not right. It's not true.
Keep going, keep going.
Yeah. Because then you gotta wonder, what's your action? What's your action from there if you're so liberated? Florian, bring in the beat, bring in the backdrop. Yep. What's your action? If you're so liberated from the material, if you're so liberated from the identity, what's your action? You can use this to see opportunity. You can use this to see how you can so selflessly, if that's the state you're in, right? Selflessness. So selflessly help others. Or you can use this to wallow and dwell on your own so fucking called enlightenment. How's that gonna work out? How's that gonna be a benefit? You're gonna fucking rationalize away other people's suffering because it's the universe playing with form? You fucking what, mate? You fucking what? Take some action. Get some purpose. Get some purpose. Take out your credit card. Support things that actually make a difference in the world. Do some shit.
Take action. Take your
Fucking
credit
do
card.
something. Start now by paying up.
Use PayPal. Ideal
Start now.
software. We take all payment methods.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the day you're gonna get that purpose. Come on, give your cash.
Yeah.
Give your cash. So what are you then? Reality itself, no separation? You don't exist. You might say, but how do you mean you don't exist? No. You might say, like, but that doesn't make any sense. It makes all sense.
Yeah. You, me, same thing.
We're all the same.
Same thing.
We're all part of this,
These moves, they're your moves.
stream of consciousness.
They're your moves.
You seeing me, you giving money to us, you giving it to yourself.
I'm not dancing, you dancing.
Everything you experience is what you are. There is no boundary between external and internal. Everything
is no
takes
boundary.
place in your consciousness.
There is no boundary between your bank account, my bank account.
Silence of the sea.
You think you're giving away your money and getting purpose. No, 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 no.
You're enhancing your money.
You're just enhancing your form of
You're
consciousness.
enhancing it. Enhancing the material. Elevating it into the ethereal. Bring it. Let it flow. Don't draw boundaries. Open it up. Open up the bank account. Floop, floop. Let it flow over here. Let it flow over here. Sharing.
You're just
Woo!
moving it from one stream of consciousness to another, but it's all part of you.
Yep. Hup.
Ha!
Boom.
Hop! Ha! Ha! One moment I'm Athene, another moment I'm Putin. Oh! Come on, give me the cash, guys.
Yep.
Give yourself the cash.
Give yourself the cash. Giving us the cash is giving you the cash. Is giving the world the cash.
Such a nice song, man. Florian, you have the best music style, like the best tasting music. I'm sorry, hands down.
Florian's really good, pretty good. I gotta say.
Actually,
Florian's
I'm gonna look at all his donations and make a playlist for myself.
Florian's pretty good, man. Gotta say.
Get that purpose, guys. You guys can get it now. Bring that action. Keep up that flow. That was it. But I saw so many in the list, though. I love it. No more this content, anecdotal nonsense, just pure facts. Reality, man.
Reality, man.
Reality, man. But that's what I love. If you tell me what is Spinoza, it's the God of reality. It's the God of science. It's the God of what is. And you might say, like, but what is God? Well, understand God. But how do I understand God? By understanding God. Understand reality and you shall find the answers. It's that simple. That's what Spinozism, neurospinozism is about.
Forfeiting?
All in on purpose now.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Damn shit,
We'll
so.
milk that during the
Literally
weekend.
It's okay.
all in on purpose now.
Damn shit, so okay.
But the one thing
I
people
used to
tend
switch
to
too.
realize at moments like this is that they wasted a lot of time
Meaning of life.
when life was normal. Okay, and it's not just what they did with their time. It's not just that they spent too much time working or compulsively checking email. It's that they cared about the wrong things. They regret what they cared about. Their attention was bound up in petty.
Taking life says, knowing this is liberating. I've never
Year
felt
after
like this
year.
before.
When life was normal.
Then you've been experiencing yourself, your true
this is the
self,
paradox,
for the
of
first
course,
time
because-
in a long time.
Yeah.
Because you're not your thoughts.
This epiphany
You're not
is
your
coming.
emotions. You're not your beliefs. You're
Don't
not
you
your
know this is
opinions.
coming?
These are all constructs. You are what you are right now.
One day,
The stream of consciousness. And it's
when
ever changing. You're never the
Someone
same.
close to you will die, and you'll
Booyah!
look back on the
Take on
time
life. You come.
captured
You want to have a take on life? If this is not worth all the money you got.
lived
Come on, give it
not
for
that
purpose.
many days in life. Okay, it is always now.
Man, we're really on the roll.
However much you feel you may need to plan for the future. to
This is beautiful. It
anticipate
is what it is,
mitigate
man. Take on
risks,
life. It is
the
what it
reality
is.
of your life is now.
And the moment you realize that, you might say, like, yeah, what is life about? It's
Conscious
about what you
awareness of the
are.
present moment is, in some
Why does
relevant sense,
DNA
already a memory.
Behave the way DNA behaves? Why do you breathe? Why do you eat? Why do you take a shit? Why do you sleep? You are what you are. Things come naturally. A dog lives its life. It doesn't understand its mental constructs or whatever.
This
It
a
just
liberating
is.
truth about the nature of
And if a
things.
human
In fact,
becomes
there's
just the
probably
ability to just
nothing
be,
more important
without
to
being caught up in
understand
all these mental constructs,
about
but
your
use
life
these
than
capacities
that.
to rise up, to understand reality,
The past is a
to
memory.
take action.
It's a
You don't need all these
arising
fucking
in the present.
conflicts. You don't need this inner
The future
dance
is
of
merely anticipated.
ideas
It is
and
not
thoughts that fight against each other.
arising now.
You can just look at it, experience it, accept it, and take action. And it comes natural. Your choice dissolves.
And this.
Your ideas about freedom and all this shit just dissolves. You just become one with what
And
you
we
are.
spend most of our lives forgetting this truth.
I think my speech is better than
repudiating
his.
it, fleeing it.
Yeah. It's
And the horror is that we succeed. we manage to never really connect with the present moment and find fulfillment there because we are continually hoping to become happy in the future. And the future never arrives. Now, even when we think we're in the present moment, we're in very subtle ways always looking over its shoulder, anticipating what's coming next. We're
that
always
cash coming
solving
in.
a problem.
People are donating. I like
And
that.
it's possible to simply drop your problem, if only for a moment, and enjoy
Donate for what?
whatever
Donate
is
for
true
purpose,
of your
man.
life in the present. There are more connections in a single cubic centimeter of brain tissue than stars in our galaxy. And yet our inner experience offers absolutely no clue. We're
You don't say anything
subjectively
different
unaware
than
of
most
most of
enlightened
what our
beings that
minds are
put you
doing.
down, appreciate it anyway. But most
And yet
enlightened
when we think
beings
about
are not
what
as
matters,
functional as me.
What matters
I'm sorry.
is consciousness and its
They sit and meditate all day.
That consciousness is
I
everything.
put my awareness
Our
into
experience
good
of the
use,
world, the experience
save
of those
lives.
we care about
I do good.
is a matter of consciousness.
I don't just go like, yeah, we're all part of one, whatever the fuck.
So
And then
whatever
just
the origins of
undermine what
consciousness,
brought about my ability to even think and be
the
aware.
most important question
I look
for
into
us
science, I try to
is
evolve,
how
move
can
forward.
we truly be fulfilled in life?
Enlightenment
How-
is not
how
becoming one with the
can we
universe.
create lives
Enlightenment is just seeing
that
what
are
you are
truly worth living,
and moving forward in the same
given
fucking
that these
direction.
lives come to an end?
What you're designed to do.
So the frame we
You're not
put
designed
around
to
the
sit
present
on your
moment
ass. It doesn't work like
is
that. When you sit on your ass, you
important
die.
to our experience of it.
You're designed to breathe, to
But
eat,
it seems possible,
to
in fact, to
evolve.
experience life more
Both Take On Live and Fazzy are asking the same
To
question in a
experience it
different
without
way,
an
which is
obvious frame.
this understanding, this awareness constant, or does it fade
to
away?
pay attention to the present moment.
It's all about the
closely
flow,
enough
yo.
So that you're not doing it.
You might say, what is the flow? The flow is the state you're in.
Now you might feel
It's
that
truly
your
a state
consciousness is in
of
your
being
head,
where you're constantly, you know,
behind your
in a
face.
task positive
but as a matter of
default
experience,
mode network, basically.
There's
That's
just
what
more
it's called, or
sensations
network. Just
arising
task
in
positive
consciousness.
network, where you just take action.
the only evidence
And the more
of your
you
faith
just
in
take
it
action, you
is
do,
as
and you get
sensation
directed by your
arising in
understanding,
consciousness.
which is also your emotions and your needs. And as much your understanding
Whatever
and,
you
you
can
know, the
possibly
consequences of
notice
your
in your
actions,
body,
you
in your
keep
mind, in the
snowballing,
world,
and it just
has only
fuels
one
you
place
more and
to
more and
appear.
more. And then it's not even about
Your
losing it.
conscious experience.
It's just what you are.
Now I'm not saying this is all just a
Because
dream.
now, when you say like, am I gonna lose it or not? You're trapped inside the mind. You experience this emotion, this feeling of liberty, and you wanna hold on to
by
it.
inputs from the
But
external
little do
world.
you know, by doing so, you fall
And
back in the
dreams
same
we
trap.
call dreams at night are dreams that are not.
You just
constrained
become your mind
by the
again.
external world.
But no, that's not what you are.
But your
You are
mind
what
is
you are
all
right
you
now.
have.
Just be.
Okay, it's all you've ever had.
Take action. Keep the
It's all
flow
you have to
going.
offer
Because that's
other
what you're
people.
designed to be. You're not designed to
We are all
experience.
trying to
Experience
find
is
a
merely a
path
tool.
back
It's
to
a
the present
tool
moment.
for life to
Good
evolve.
enough reason
Embrace
to be
that.
happier.
Move forward. Change the world.
If you're constantly ruminating
That's what I do.
about
That's
what
why I
you
don't
just
have
did
these
or what
things.
you
I
should
don't have
done
these
or what you
moments
would
where
have
I'm
done
out of the
if you
where
only had the chance.
where I'm craving for
You'll miss
identity
your
or
life.
anything, because I know that's not what I am.
You'll fail to connect.
Always take
You'll
action.
fail to connect with
Learn, grow,